there's a few things in Loomian Legacy that, has been lacking within this game, and I feel like there's certain things that should be added. And here are my top 5 things that should be added to the game, given that we're kind of reaching that 10-year point where it has been released for 10 years now, and something should be added. Number 1, item trading. I think it's obvious enough that items have always been a pain to just transfer to multiple accounts, or even just trading to other accounts in terms of like trades. It would be nice to have other items be available to like give to each other or even like offer. And I would say stuff like fossils, shards, gummies, event items, and even discs could be considered for sure being traded around. And it would just make the whole process easier, as people would struggle to really put them on a Loomian, take it out, put it back on, and then it's just the whole process that doesn't need to be this tedious. Just allow your bag to be accessed when it comes to trading, and it'd be easy as that. I'd also like to say you could also add like a warning in case if you're trading a bunch of items, of course, to prevent people from obviously scamming. More so just saying, you signed up for this, you know what you're doing. Number 2, incorporate event Loomians into the main game. I believe that event Loomians should not be exclusive to their own event, and that people should be able to get them. It's really disappointing that some players can't even access some of these Loomians because they have to wait possibly up to a year just for certain Loomians to come and do their quests and all that, especially if they can't easily get them. I would say that you could add them into the main game. However, you can also give them an exclusive Gamma and Alpha in the event location. So let's say a Snowl. A Snowl would be exclusive to the event location during Christmas time. And what it would be possible is that you could get a Gamma or an Alpha that is exclusive to that event location, while it being available in the main game theoretically should be in the new route that's coming out. That would be incentivizing people to not only play the event, but also hunt for that exclusive Gamma or Alpha that's only in that area and not available to everyone else in the game. I would also say that I think this was already planned before, but basically I think the dev team have been wanting to incorporate instead of having a new roamer every event, that like Christmas and Halloween, that they bring in an old event roamer into the game with, I would say, I think it was like a recolor or some sort of like retexture that they could hunt for without having to incorporate a lot more. It could be the same idea. Instead of just reusing it, it could be as a way to allow people to hunt it. Number 3, rallying. I feel like rallying has been really outdated, and I feel like there should be a reason to actually rally for Loomians instead of just, having to buy them or trade for them. One suggestion was just more fruits. One fruit that can be in mind is basically a fruit that works similar to a yo-yo, where it would just flat out copy the UPs of the rally leader, which obviously means it would be a really good thing to use, especially if you're wanting to have a certain stat on a Loomian, like maybe you want less attack for tricky tactics, or you want lower speed for Bane of Haste, or even like speed creeps. That would be amazing, so that you don't have to go through the process of potentially rallying an even worse Loomian with the same ability. Because me personally, I've been wanting to rally a few things, but with the need of certain UPs, it's really tedious, as it can really just mess up your entire flow if you can't get the same one consistently. And also would be really good when you get your secret ability that it would have the same UPs as what you desired before and hunting like the rally leader. Another one would basically also just be a 2D fruit with more stats being copied. Instead of, I think it's like the 3 or 4, it would be like 5 to 6, maybe even 7. I think there's 7 stats in the game. It would be good, once again, to just allow people to slowly but surely get the fruit they want and get the UPs that they need, so that it could be later, like as my old suggestion, like that one prior to this, is to copy the UPs and just start farming Loomians easier with their rallies. And I also like to say secret abilities 100% should be incorporated into the odds with a rally assistant, allowing Loomians to get even more chances of secret abilities, and that you can stack it with not only the rally leader that currently can boost secret ability odds, but have the rally assistant help as well. And obviously these can all be accessed through high mastery levels or even incorporate quests so that people could actually play the game to some extent. Speaking of secret abilities, number 4, secret ability boosts. I think secret ability boosts should 100% be added into the game, and there's no reason why not for them to be added. It just gives people easier time to not only soft reset for legendaries that, they could struggle with finding secret abilities. Although the odds have been better as of recently, they're not at all perfect. And having a boost that halves those odds would be amazing. Something like a 20 to 30 minute boost wouldn't hurt as much, and it would more so count for people who want to play PvP, find certain secret abilities, or also just people wanting to make and find rare stuff in the future with secret abilities. There's like no reason for them to not add this. Just add this, please. Maybe even add a pity to it. I don't think it should, but it could also. It could 100%. And last but not least, mints and patches. I mean, they've already been teased at and been confirmed. However, I really hope that they're not going to be added in the post game, because it might have been changed, but the last time I've heard about them was that they were planning to be in the post game, which pretty much, to some extent, it just says they're not adding it to the game, given how we're only halfway through the game. It would just be nice to add them. It really doesn't matter that if their game has to focus on a certain demographic, specifically traders. I don't think your game needs to revolve around a certain community. I feel like it should just more so be there for convenience and just help out the community in general with quality of life. And you could for sure add these to ranked rewards, raids, or even event stuff. I mean, you have a lot of options. There's no need to really halt on this. You have a lot of limitations that you can add to, obviously, not ruin certain things for others, such as, perfect personalities, secret abilities, and totem stats. You can incorporate obviously some differences so that not everyone gets screwed over if they are, let's say they have a rare Loomian. Give them exclusive, like if you find a secret ability, they get a sparkle, which I think that was already teased at, so that you can differentiate between a secret ability found naturally and one given a patch. I feel like it should just be added. There's really no reason not for them to add it. One last thing for sure could be added. I know it's not top 5, but just please finish the game. I want this game to be finished, and we're already reaching closer to the 10-year release than we were 5 years ago, which is crazy to say that. It's almost been 10 years and this game has only been halfway through. And I know I can't say a lot, I can't code, I'm not behind the scenes of everything. But I feel like to some extent, if there's one coder, maybe there should be more distribution. Of course, you gotta be really careful with that. We don't want Loomian Legacy clones being thrown around similar to how Break Bronze was. But I feel like at this point in time, there should be someone in the dev team that can also help out with coding and allow this game to be more so finished as the time goes on, given how the game has really not been doing good. It's just always consistently below 1,000 concurrent players, always seems to only do events nowadays, and although yeah, they're releasing a new route, hopefully replayability as well, I think this game needs to just step up and just go on forward, because this whole genre of creature capturing has not been doing well on Roblox, and I really do believe this game has potential. It just hasn't been reached yet. And also because, I want to play this game, and I haven't been able to really play this game at all, given with how kind of boring it's gotten. I've been doing other things instead. But yeah, that's about it. I think that's all I have to say when it comes to like what Loomian Legacy should add to the game. And yeah, hopefully a lot of these come in the future updates. Who knows? Maybe even in the next few updates, like the Loomunity event and the new route release, maybe some of these already will be added. So yeah, that's about it. See you.